the official lines in Southampton.
Yeah.
If that will tell me if those should be there or not. If they are, these get put. If they're not, I make a report saying these lines are here.
We already talked to them. They said they're going to come sort it out. Honestly, because
I don't know who. Can I
Yeah.
finish? I don't know who you spoke to. We're the official bodies. The map that I will go off is the official map. That
Okay.
is what they should check. My boss is the head of parking enforcement.
fair enough.
So he's the big guy.
Hopefully
What you would have to do if you got a ticket and you thought we were wrong and you're right, is you would challenge it. They would then come to us and say, should the lines be there? And we'll go back to them and say, here's the picture.
It's when they tarmacked, because this was never double
Yeah.
yellow, and I don't think they were meant
Sometimes
to be.
I know they've done it beautifully now, but sometimes what happens over the year, the lines have got so bad,
Yeah,
they've disappeared.
that's right.
So we've moaned and they said, okay, we need to do the roads. It can take ages. They then do the loans and then they put the lines back. And then everyone says,
That's it.
no, they shouldn't be there. And then they speak to somebody else, usually not in parking services. They've usually spoken to somebody else in the council and they'll say, oh, no, that's probably a mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you get a ticket and you say, I was told it's a mistake, they then come to us and we say, here's the map of the entire city and it shows what's where and where
Yeah,
how St Paul's. And then we go off that. If we put new lines in, what we do usually is we have to put what we call park right notices. We put them on the car saying,
Oh, okay.
these are the new lines.
Yeah,
In the next 28 days, we'll enforce them. And we'll
Sure.
keep doing it so people know.
yeah.
If the lines were already there and all they've done is put them back, they won't because it's not new,
Of course, yeah.
it's old. But I'll check it. I'm not issuing anything right now.
No,
Okay.
no.
I've got to go back for my lunch. I check a computer about 4 or 5 times a day because my job today is what we call special. like a
Those cars are all right, parking on the pavement.
Those ones there are okay because
It's okay.
there's no line there to enforce it. You see,
Well, how about the pavement?
the pavement we don't do pavement parking, and also
It means if you're parking the pavement is all right.
No,
then.
let me finish. How you get booked on the pavement is this line goes both ways, so you still
Well-
get done for the line. So if you decide I'm going to put this here, you get a ticket because of that line. Put it there, it's building land, nothing to do with us. The line there, if you see that he's parked on the pavement, but there's no line, so that he can't be enforced. There is a contravention for pavement parking. No council's picked it up yet, and when they do, oh my God, I could probably issue 1,000 tickets in one day because that's how bad it is. But no one's done it yet. That's why that's okay, and those are not. Okay, but you'll see me.
Yeah.
I try and make myself as visible possible, which is what I do. I walk up and down. But at some point, I've got to say, look, I can't afford to keep walking up and down doing nothing. So you will see me. They saw me before. They'll see me again. But I will check it.
Yeah.
And if I get a chance, I'll try and
that-
come back and
that
let you know.
section just doesn't make sense being double yellow. Yeah, a drop curb. I understand a drop curb. You wouldn't want people
Well, funny
parking
enough-
there, but
Funny enough,
that-
with a drop curb, even if that line wasn't there,
yeah,
if you cover a drop curb, whoever owns that property comes out and says to me,
Yeah.
they're obstructing us, I can then issue it
that's
on
it.
that
A bit
alone,
like this
on
bit,
their
500.
instructions.
Yeah, a bit like that, isn't it? Where this is actually an
Yeah, yeah.
entrance. Yeah,
If I think it's Pickford's, isn't it?
yeah.
If the owner of those come out to us and say, look, we need access to our gate, this one is parked here.
Burke, yeah.
I know
How
it's
come
got a
some of the
line.
line goes like through inside the pavement and some of them doesn't?
What, like this one here?
Yeah.
Because that's where the line ends. That's where our
Well,
property
is that if that's where it ends as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it ends there. Right there, that's where it's teed off. You'll notice there's a T on the end of the line, which will tell you where it starts, stop, like there, look.
Yeah.
Stop. And there'll be one at that end. So they've got to do that. So yeah, it goes round. It's just to make sure that somebody doesn't park on the corner there, because if somebody parks in that property and on that corner, and you've got somebody who's going along in a wheelchair or something. then-
Wheelchair, exactly. That's my
Yeah,
point is
yeah,
with
yeah.
that. That's my point is with that. Wheelchair,
Yeah, we could.
wheelchair.
Yeah, but we couldn't.
Is it? It is. It's a pavement. That's my point. Is
What I could do, sir, is I'll ask the property developers to put all yellow lines around the entire
I wish
area.
if because it's a fair. If it's that's there, that's be fair as well. Because
so what we'll do is we'll
it's
get
not
them
going to
put leather
be
lines all the way down here,
wheelchair coming to
Right.
there.
and you'll say to me, "That's unfair because I can't park anywhere now."
But look at that. If it's for the wheelchair coming to there, I'm not. But when he comes there, he have to go into the road and put his life in dangers because.
Yeah, but where he's parked, you see,
It seems like one rule for one and another
Exactly.
rule for another there.
there
But
is
it fits.
inconsistencies in all of it because
Yeah.
quite often people will say, "Well, that's my land. That bit of ground there is that my land." Sometimes I've got to go
No,
back
that's a
and map.
council's private
Yeah, you would think so.
property.
Sometimes what looks to be our property, sometimes isn't.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of it might not be. There might be like a little manhole cover, and they'll say actually that belongs to to somebody else, and you can't do that. That's why I've got to check all the time. If I come across something like this, I've got
Thank
to go
you, sir.
back
Thank you.
and check all the time. But
That's
no, I'm
good.
not issuing.
I'll get the keys for this. That's Emily, our accounts lady.
Yep.
She's on her lunch, but I'm sure she'll come move it in a minute.
Yeah, it's going to take me over an hour, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be going there. I've got other things I have to do. I'll try and get back here sometime before 4,
Fair play.
probably.
Yeah, cool.
But I've got the
Appreciate
entire city to cover on special.
Crikey.
I get all these emails that come through, neighbour complaints. Somebody's parked over my drive.
Yeah.
You know, this one's not right, that one's right.
You've got to deal with those first,
I will
I suppose.
deal with. Well, I go back and check the computer. So I've got everywhere from the other side of Redbridge to the other side of Woolston, and either right that way.
Crikey.
And it's only me doing it.
Got your work cut out.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, but I'll let you know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.